to another Plasticon review. Today we're going to cover Takara series Brave Fightbird. Here is Fightbird in his awesome space jet mode. I love this space jet. It's so cool looking. He's very small compared to the original. Now size comparison here he is next to a Legends scale Megatron. And he's pretty neat. I like him a lot. He is a very, very decent little representation of the original toy. Now this is a Polyfect toy. These were made in the late 2000s and some of the early 2000s. This happens to be an earlier 2000s model. This came with Grandbird. You guys probably saw my review of it already. If you haven't, go back and watch that. But they do not combine together. Just a disclaimer, just to let you guys know. But Fightbird here is pretty neat. It's got tons of detail. This thing is loaded with detail. He's got stickers to the nines all over him. He also has a little Fightbird right there on the side. And I tend to call this guy, this is my star sign. That's how I feel about him. Mainly because he's tiny, and I like him. And he kind of fits that that whole Japanese craziness vibe, because I don't actually have the Robot Masters ones or the Kabaya ones. I might in the future, but for now, this guy is going to be my Star Saber. But he's pretty neat looking. You guys notice he's in more of his powered up mode here. This portion here just clips on. It's got like a little clip here, and this actually just kind of sits over this fin. And this one here becomes like just a small little jet. And it's pretty neat. It's got some little guns there on the sides. And it's just a flying chess piece, basically. I do like it. Pretty neat looking. But, yeah, not terrible. Chrome is amazing on these, by the way. Anyway, taking a closer look at Fightbird. Fightbird actually doesn't have any chrome on him now. Not one bit. Much like Grandbird, he's not full of chrome. It's kind of the plain Jane type of jet. It actually looks pretty excellent. Check out the bottom of him. It's not terrible. It doesn't have a bunch of robot kibble and all this stuff going all over the place. You guys out there probably noticed I put Autobot logos on him. I did. I actually think it looks good. And he just kind of fits. And that's why I call him my version of Star Saber. Let's go into his transformation he's got a quite in-depth transformation. It's pretty interesting. First thing I'm going to do is flip this nose piece here down, because it likes to get in the way. The landing gear does not retract. The original actually had a retracting landing gear. But you take this portion here, and just flip the head up first. And then chest piece will flip up. And then these actually will fold down. And it reveals a little peg there on the sides. On both sides. And then these will actually clip into these little pegs. And then this portion here, I'll just kind of straighten out the legs. And these portions here with the wings, these wings actually fold backward. I'm going to fold this in here back. Fold this back. Feet up a little. These knee portions here will actually go forward some. And standing up. And then you'll take the arm here and rotate it down. And flip up his shoulder pad. He does happen to have little fists here, which slide out. Kind of nice. And if you want to, instead of using a fist on this one here, you can use the little gun. Because he happens to have these little guns. These guns will actually flip out even if you do have the fist sticking out. I like to just keep the fist down. And there you go. There you have Fightbird and his robot mode. These will actually straighten out a little better. But he's not terrible. He does have a little bit of articulation here in his arms, which is primarily transformation, but that's okay because he does this thing, and that's all he needs to do. These may be a little bit loose on you. If you get these that are a little loose, it's not hard to tighten those kind of joints, but he doesn't have a whole lot of stuff hanging off the back either. He's a really slick looking robot. And as for his little companion portion here, this actually becomes a chest piece. So what I'll do before I put chest piece on him, we'll just put his arms down. And this will actually just clip over the waist portion. And then flip the head down over the other head, or the helmet. Or you can just pop it down on top like that and then close it. Either way, it'll work. And there you have Fightbird in his Super Fightbird mode. And he's pretty cool. I like him a lot. He's definitely a neat looking robot. Sometimes these fists like to fall back in, but that's okay. I forgive him because he's tiny. But he's really neat. He's got a lot of chrome. Very shiny. And it's a really neat looking head sculpt. I already like the head sculpt on him. And if you don't want these guns here sticking out, they can actually kind of fold back, but they only go back that far. Really, if you wanted to, I guess you can kind of force them to go back a little further, but I don't want to do that because I don't want to break my copy. But you can put these backward if you wanted. So you don't have to have them hanging off the shoulders, but I personally don't have them on the shoulders. I think it's good to have them on the shoulders because it really means he's ready for action anyway. And he's not going to power up like this if he isn't ready for that anyway. But these shoulder pad pieces here, you can actually kind of gear them up all the way, which is what I like to do. So it just makes him look a little taller and bigger. And put him next to his companion here. Here he is next to Greenbird. I guess Greenbird doesn't need to stand up very well. There he is. And kind of a size comparison here with Legends Megatron. This is about a core size for modern collectors. But he looks really good. I do like them together. I think they look pretty great. Totally into this. That's why I called this Fightbird here my Victory Saber, and I call it my Victory Leo. They just tend to work really well. Victory Leo also had a crazy big, huge wings, and that's why this kind of works. And Victory Saber was kind of tall and skinny, so I just think this works really well for these guys. You guys want to see a good size comparison next to Avenger and next to Buildring. These guys all kind of scale very well, and like I said, these guys are all poly-effect, so they're relatively not too hard to find on the aftermarket. They're very nice toys. I personally, if I were you, I would just go out there and get them because they're pretty cheap, not terrible. They're nice little representations, especially of some really, really rare Japanese transforming robots. And Brave Series stuff has just always had kind of a bit of a cornerstone type of thing I've really been into, and they really kind of fit a G2 type of thing because they're just wild and crazy colors and designs. I really kind of think it fits into that. But anyway, this has been Plasticon. This has been another robot review. I'll catch you guys around because I have plenty more coming your way. That's it for now. Bye.